Before I get started on these Grand Arena battles, I do want to get a brief overview of what has already happened in the Grand Arena, because these are the finals. There's 3 rounds. So in the first round, I was really hoping to stream that, but my opponent was not having any of that. So my opponent didn't set a defense, which is really unfortunate. My opponent had completely awful mods, and so that would have been mainly an education on how to just destroy teams that are way better than you, but your mods are just much better. Mods are a critical point of the game, so make sure you have good mods. And I was going to try to show off just how important that is. I'd even gone so far as setting free wins for him, because I didn't think there was a single team of mine at all that he could beat in any way. None of my top 6 teams I don't think he could have beaten, even though he has tons of Gear 12s and Zetas. It just wouldn't happen. So I was giving him some free credits. But he didn't set defense, so that didn't work very well. The second battle, this I was very confident I wasn't going to win. So this is actually a good battle to go over, because this opponent of mine, Nico, his roster is massively better than mine. He's got every tune you would want, all the top teams. He's got his Chewbacca Han combo, all of the Zetas on all of these teams. And to back it up, all of his guys, like the top 15 or so, they've all got 70 to 90 speed. Every single one of them. If I recall, his Revan was a little bit lower. Oh no, he was 98 speed, higher than I even thought. CPU is always going to have a ton of speed. But every team has tons of speed, 113 speed on CLS. His mods were insane, 118 on R2, and this is all of them. Every single character had tons and tons of speed, BB-8, insane. Chewbacca doesn't even need that much speed because he just attacks regardless, but he has 117 speed. This guy's mods are insane. So I didn't think I could beat him, especially if I played normal. So instead of doing a normal fair game, of setting a defense and trying to beat him, I just decided to hold nothing back. I went full offense mode and trusted that I would be more efficient than he was. So I set pretty weak defenses. You can see, destroyed them all in the first try. 30k Imperial Troopers, pretty awful. This is probably there's only 2 reasonable teams that I set, and that was my Ewoks, which he destroyed anyway, and not here. I guess my Night Sisters are alright, but, oh, that's a good point. I don't have my second Zeta on Asajj. I do have one, but it's not active. It's an important thing to know. But, Bastila was the strongest. I was hoping that would cause 1 failure, to give me some leeway room. It didn't. That's fine. Didn't really expect it to. Because if he had any strong teams on offense, he would have it for that Bastila. But it was worth a shot. So essentially my entire goal was, let's wipe him, and let's just do it more efficiently. It was a struggle. I did beat all of his teams in 1 try. He also had pretty pitiful teams on defense. But I used some, like Revan took out a team by himself, Grandmaster Yoda took out a team by himself, and being very efficient. Should have streamed these games, didn't do it, didn't have the time, unfortunately. But this was a great match. This final match, we'll see. This guy has a much better defense set. Some strong General Kenobi, a really strong Phoenix squad, and he's got a good General Anakin. As far as his roster itself, he's got a pretty good set of teams. Not quite as good as the previous guy, but he did win 2 rounds, so I assume that he's attacking pretty efficiently. So I need to be careful here. Overall, I do think I have an advantage. If I get past this Phoenix team, I think that's probably going to be one of his stronger defensive teams. He does have an Empire team he could have on defense, but I think that'll be on offense. He does have a Night Sisters as well. The rest of his Night Sisters, if I recall, were actually pretty bad. So I'm not too worried. Yeah. And he does have a Night Sisters on defense that's Daka, Zombie, and Acolyte. So he could have Asajj, Tali, and Initiate. But I'm not too worried about that taking out very much on offense. So, on defense. I just have to handle the Asajj. And so, really, I'm kind of misclicking here. I'm kind of expecting that his Asajj is on offense. I'm expecting his Empire is on offense. He might have a second Empire team, so he has 4 characters here: Nihilus, Palpatine, Vader, Thrawn. I'm expecting he's breaking this into 2 teams with Sidious, and actually I don't know what else he would have. What else do you have as your Sith? Dooku, right. Right here. Dooku. So he definitely has 2 teams there. So one of them might end up being on defense, so I have to be careful about that. He does have decent mods. Again, not as good mods as Nico, but definitely above average. At least on par with mine, I would say. Though a lot of his characters just randomly don't have good mods. So his Yoda's got like 80 speed or something. But I don't remember how much. I didn't check this. 30. So nothing really on Kenobi. He's going to be slow. If I recall, he's got some kind of scary mods over here that I have to be careful about. So Acolyte, I need to take care of her with something that's fast, because she is 63 speed. Not a ton, but gotta make sure she doesn't get that turn, because I don't have a real strong AoE base to deal with this. So let's get started. Let's take out, let's start down here. Let's take out the strongest teams first. Phoenix is probably going to be his strongest team setup. So let's think about that. Empire is a really good counter. Palpatine's really good against Phoenix. So let's start with a Palpatine team. It is 60,000. He does have his Zetas on all 3 tunes. So if you don't remember what these Zetas do, let's take a look here. Total defense is his Zeta. This rolls all debuffs on everybody. Everyone gets defense up. And Kanan takes a ridiculous number of turns. So getting a shock on him is actually going to be pretty good. He doesn't have any of his regen characters because it's Kanan, Ezra, and Hera. So that means if I can get a shock on him, then he's going to take a lot of turns, and his health is going to get destroyed from that. Alternatively, I can try to get the stun off, which is probably not good with health mods. Yeah, 26. So Palpatine's easy. We're going to go first. Palpatine can get an AoE stun off. Hopefully it gets on him. What's your tenacity looking like? 55%. That's fine. Oh, there's a very important thing that is related to my team. So my teams don't have the right mods. So that's going to be, I have a decent lineup, but I didn't fix my mods before the Grand Arena started. So I have the wrong mods of the characters right now, so I can show you what's going on here. Let's see. For starters, JTR, I thought you didn't have any mods on here. Well, Vader is missing a mod. Grand Moff Tarkin's missing 3 mods. I was pretty confident that JTR doesn't have this mod on here, this potency mod. And then you come down, let's take a look at my Rebels, because my Rebels are messed up too. Pretty bad. So, where's Chewbacca and Han? Han has 150% potency. That's not going to be very useful. 100%. And Chewbacca has 120% potency. This is for the raid, Sith raid. So that's not going to be very effective. So they're going to be used in points, which isn't quite as good. But we'll have to be careful here. I'm not going to use Grand Moff Tarkin, even though he might actually be pretty decent against enemies that are pretty slow. I think we're just going to go ahead and try to go all out on this team, because like I said, I think it's going to be one of his stronger teams. So we will bring in Vader and TIE Fighter Pilot. He's going to give some buff immunity. That should help with Kanan. Though before I do that, I should show off Hera's as well. I think it's this. No, that is not her special. Wait, what is her Zeta? What? I don't remember what Hera's Zeta is. I think it's one of the worst Phoenix Zetas if I recall. But let's take a look here. Display the strengths. 25% potency. Dispel debuffs and reduce their cooldowns. Okay, so it makes somebody really fast. That's really good for doing his Ezra. Oh, clears debuffs. Not really worried about that though. Ezra goes flying faster. Big deal. I'm probably still gonna fracture, or not fracture. I don't have Thrawn here. Or do I? Yeah, no. We're not gonna bring Thrawn here, just because he might get needed against Night Sisters in particular. So I think we'll be fine with this. Buff immunity should be good. Did I already hit? Yeah. So let's do this. Good. We'll ability block Kanan. Stop that from going off. And let's see what we can get here. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's game over. That's silly. Well, that was easier than I expected. Oh, no! Bad Hera. I lost me a point. That was a joke. But, the second strongest team right now is the General Kenobi team, and I always love unlocking the back territories to see what he's got on defense. So I'll go ahead and clear off him before I move up here. This is definitely second strongest in the front. He doesn't have much damage other than Yoda. This is going to be an annoying combination if I can't get to Luminara. So I'm going to probably want some dispels of some kind. Or something that can bypass it. Commander Luke. Commander Luke could get around his taunt. And paired with Chewie, we'll be able to take out somebody on the side. And Chewie can actually clear the taunt anyway. I'm actually really liking the sounds of that. However, I would normally want to use my Rebels for something better than that. My CLS isn't that great, but my Han Chewie combo is amazing. But their mods are really bad right now. So we'll probably go ahead and use this team simply because I don't want to use it against a stronger team because their mods are very useless. Potency is pretty much garbage for them unless I have like C-3PO on the team. Yeah, see, very poor. This is not good. I didn't get a stun on him? How did I not stun him with 100% potency? What is this? Oh my goodness. Alright, well, that's fun. Yoda's gone though, so not a big deal. This is still trivial. This is a really strong team against this because he's only got one character of note, and that's Yoda. And Han's going to stun Yoda. And there's nothing that he can do about it at that point. So that's a pretty easy win. I probably do I didn't need CLS because I needed to get to Yoda. But if it wasn't for Kenobi, if he had any other lead there, I probably didn't need CLS. And I could have two-manned that. But let's go ahead and move on. We'll see what he's got back here. Nothing too interesting. Pretty weak resistance team, I could probably use my Zeta Fin to take this out with pretty great ease. What is his mods looking like over here? Oh, terrible. 12 speed. Oh, this is terrible mods too. 17 speed. Oh, this is gonna be a joke. He's got speed mod set in 20 speed. That's pretty good. Crit avoidance. Cute. So just bring something that kills Kylo Ren and that team will fall apart. Surely he's got a decent set of 17. Okay. All of his good mods are on his offensive team. He does have some decent mods. I checked that before during the defensive day. But let's skip over here. Let's unlock this back territory, see what we have that we're doing within the back. I might just go ahead and push out a stronger team because I don't think he's got anything in the back. He might. It's a struggle if he does. Let's check out this first team though. What's the strengths and weaknesses of this team? So this team has Jedi Anakin, which means he's going to be taking a lot of turns if I don't focus on him. He's the only geared out character. His apprentice, Snips, is actually pretty good with him. She gets bonuses when Anakin's present. Can't be critical hit at the start. And so we definitely want to kill Anakin first. Anakin gets buffed if somebody else dies before him. She gets buffed if you attack her. Well, if you without killing Anakin first. So there's no reason not to kill Anakin first here. We're going to definitely need a way to get past Obi-Wan's taunt. Because I don't want to deal with four-turn taunt. So, what are we going to do that? We need something that cleanses debuffs. Because we already get rid of CLS. He's the one that bypasses it for free without having to cleanse it. So something that cleanses debuffs, I could use Bastila. She's great at that. But if I remember, I might need the Bastila. There's a team that I was worried about. If it is on defense, I need that Bastila. And that is... Maybe I'm gone crazy. Nothing here really worries me that I need to dispel. Yeah, I could use Bastila. It might be useful to be able to take out Nihilus if it is on defense. Ability block, stun, that's all pretty useful against Nihilus. And Jedi are pretty effective, especially with her leadership. It'll make it so he never drains. Yeah, I kind of want to save Bastila just in case I go against Nihilus. So in that case, what else can work? Saj cleanses with her heal. Ooh, Resistance Trooper works. Can Resistance Trooper and Finn do enough damage? I mean, it should. I mean, yeah, it would easily do enough damage. The real question is, can Asajj do enough damage? This isn't that powerful. She doesn't have her second Zeta in the Grand Arena. I got the second Zeta after Grand Arena started. So... let's see here. What would I use for Nisus Juice if I use this? That's a lot of healing. Without a whole lot of... Talisman's on defense, by the way. Hey, Gilroy. Thanks for lurking. Look forward to your stream tonight as well. Let's see here. Let's see. One second, somebody is asking for the stream. Really? There we go. So we will likely go ahead and use, this is good, might be fine. What's the speed that I'm looking at going against? Because that's going to be a major deciding factor. How fast do y'all go? 52 on Anakin, not terrible. 32 on old Ben. Oops. And Tano's at 35, so not bad. So if I take out Anakin, they're pretty slow. He's at 196, right? So let's see, what do we have if we come in with the Night Sisters? What's her speeds? Her speed is going to be pretty slow. Oh, I haven't gotten around to mod. So these guys are modded for Raid. I'm getting them ready for Phase 4. In Phase 4, you don't use speed. You use pure offense. So they got a bit of offense, a little bit. This would probably be a crit chance set, but you know. Which isn't a crit chance, never mind, because Rampage. But still, this is sketchy. I mean, I know, alright, so she gets 30 speed from this. Let's at least look at this, because they have deceptively low speed. So that's 143 because of leadership. This is going to be important. Plus 15 speed for every enemy with no debuffs. He doesn't have the Zeta on Old Ben, so Old Ben doesn't start with taunts. She starts with crit immunity though. That's a big deal. That means I only get 30 speed. That means I'm going to get plus 60 speed. So 170 speed on Asajj. But that's not enough to beat Anakin. I don't like that. I really don't. But my Finn team, well, Finn doesn't need to be fast. So let's think this through. Because these guys have good mods. These guys have great mods. So Trooper. Actually, Trooper doesn't have speed because he's using the JTR team. He's got 0 speed. He's using JTR. He doesn't need speed for that team. That's... Whew. That's rough. Okay, so what about Rey? I mean, 61, 225. So she's faster. Oh. Oh. He's slow. This isn't good. He gains, I mean, it's not exposed, becomes exposed. The only exposed I have on this team really is Finn, unless, yeah, Finn and Trooper. This is not a good team for what's going on here. What's the exact speed of Ben? If he's just barely faster, is he gonna mind trick or protector first? If he protectors first, right, and then Trooper comes in and immediately cleanses it, that's good. That's great. But if he starts with mind trick, I might be totally screwed if I use this team. I don't like that. I might have to use Bastila here. Let's see here. Another option could be Ewoks. Papu cleanses. I don't have any damage on this Ewoks. My Ewoks are on the defense. Good Ewoks. So I got a T-bow lead. Let's see here. Level 3 leadership. That's what we're talking about. Stealth. We don't care about stealth. Paplu. No damage, but he cleanses taunt. Low grade doesn't do damage either. This would be a failure of a team. This would be a terrible idea. Man. More I look at this, more I think I have to do Jedi. I mean, I still have some really good teams. Like, I can use Resistance to take out Nihilus. That's going to be fine. I mean, it'll be a little bit more sketchy than I would want. I could use Resistance. I mean, we do have Mind Trick on Gray. What am I thinking? We could just Mind Trick this, if needed. Jedi's better against Sith than Resistance is. Yeah, let's do that. What am I thinking? We'll just go crazy here. Let's pop this. This might be over. This is overkill. 61. Do we need BB-8? We can just do this, right? Stats. What's my speed? 236. Plus 84. What's your speed? 227 plus 64. Yeah, let's do this. I'm confident in this. I think. Let's do it. Let's try it. We're going to use 2 people. Let's battle this. I think this might be overkill, might be underkill. Maybe I need BB-8. We're about to find out. Yeah, we don't want you taking turns. Probably should have saved that as I think about it, but okay, yeah, he ability block. That's what I was thinking he was going to do. That's why I didn't feel quite as bad going in and using it, because now I'm going to have it up next turn for the Mind Trick. Because I'm just pretty sure he starts with that. I should have done that on himself. That was a mistake. Because he's already lost protection. Which means it would be much better to have them targeting R2. But, who knows, I might not. Oh, yes. Just keep that. Oh, that was supposed to hit him. Yeah, we're going to do this. This way, JTR doesn't take any damage. So we get an extra point here. What should I stun him? Boom. I mean, I already got the, let's keep the evasion up. Yeah, get out of here. Much easier. I overthought that. I really overthought that. I was just scared about not being able to get past Old Ben and Anakin doing too much damage. Resistance is overkill. That does way more damage than what's reasonable. Okay, so this one. I have to have AoE, have to be able to get to Acolyte, or I have to outspeed her. This is why I kept Thrawn back, because I think Thrawn's going to be needed for dealing with her. So we'll throw in Thrawn. This Tarkin, again, he's garbage, because he's missing 3. 3 mods. He's missing 2 whole sets, and 3 mods, including a speed mod. So we're not even going to think about what he's like. But Thrawn's all we need for this, because this team's otherwise really bad. Zombies cannot be prevented. So Annihilate does not work against zombie. So we'll just stick with this. He's got at least a decent AoE. Alternatively, I could bring Nihilus just so we can drain force more frequently if I do get stuck behind the zombie acolyte. Because he'll attack zombie, cleanse the taunt on zombie. Actually, zombie at that point will have negative 100% speed, will never get taunt. So it's better to bring Scion. We'll bring Scion. We're going to start immediately by fracturing Acolyte, because we just do not want to deal with this in stealth. Oh, I didn't remember that. That's not good. Starts with stealth. Or starts with stinking. I should have swapped with Tarkin. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is very bad. Oh, this is awful. Oh God. That works. Okay. We got it, guys. Kill the Docker. Please kill the Docker. Kill the Docker. We can do this again if we just kill the Docker. Keep Scion alive so we can keep on cleansing buffs. Oh God. Kill the Docker. because we do not want to focus down Acolyte and have her name revived, the Acolyte. So we focus on the Daka. Boom. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that part. Gear 12 zombie. It's going to do a few revives. There we go. Alright. Now we're in the clear, so we just need to... Ouch. That was an unfortunate stun. Get rid of everything. That's unfortunate. We don't care about Tarkin. We just want Daka dead. Don't kill her. Yes. That's what we wanted. Not killing zombie with a fracture. That's fine. I'm okay with taking a loss on the character. We just want... That would never happen, by the way, if Tarkin had his mods. Tarkin's mods, he gains a lot of defense off of that potency. Let's get rid of his speed. That way we only have to worry about the damage incoming from Acolyte, and we're going to win this. And pop. Took a lot more damage in this than I would have wanted. Still, 48 manners isn't terrible. Okay. Yeah, some people don't know Star Wars here, so I will go over what I'm doing in combat as well. That one was a little bit time intensive, so it's a little bit harder to go over stuff. So he does have a Sith team, doesn't have Nihilus in it. That's the strongest team. We're definitely throwing Bastila against this, unless there's something we really need Bastila for here, and there's nothing. Nothing else is scary, so we're going to throw in Bastila here. Honestly, I think this is fine. This is overkill, even. What is Savage's leadership? Gains defense? That's terrible. Alright. Doesn't he have a better leadership? 15%? Yeah. Why would you not just use this? I don't understand. Okay. He has a lot of evasion against Jedi. That's kind of annoying. But that's whatever. I'm not scared about him, though. That's fine. Do I want to use a third Jedi? I don't think so. I really don't. Oh, let's do it. This should crush him. I'm pretty sure this will crush him. Yeah, I probably should have gone the other route there. But it's fine. How's that 35% evasion going on? Seems good. Okay. So I focused the tank. I probably should have just cleansed him on the first turn of buffs and then killed Sidious. But not too bad. This is my strongest team, so it's just going to walk over them that I save for offense. So not too shabby. So First Order is his next strongest. Phasma has a Zeta. What is her Zeta? Oh, goodness. Whenever they attack, 60% chance to call to assist. They get advantage back, which will always have advantage. can't get critically hit. So cleansing would be nice. And if I recall, the speed on these guys were pretty terrible. 12, 133 total. You've got 133 total. 134. That'd be funny. 165. So you're going to go first, and you're going to tell somebody else to take their next turn. I'm pretty sure what we do here is throw in the resistance. They do have some cleansing. Alternatively, you can throw in Kenobi. Kenobi could work. You have significantly more than 130 speed, though, if I recall. 140 something. 132. 1 speed slower. You're 140, though, even without speed. So you go first, other than the officer telling somebody to go before you. Which means Kylo Ren will take a turn, which means who's gonna... yeah, everyone's gonna go before Trooper. But, you have Rey. And Rey's gonna go first, because the officer is not faster than Rey. Maybe I could even kill the officer before he takes a turn. Officer doesn't have much health. Let's think about this here. Does Officer have enough health to survive a turn against Rey? Yes, he does. But it's fine. This should be okay. This is even probably overkill. Or it is, right, sorry. It is overkill. I'm not thinking about killing his team. I'm thinking about doing it without losing, taking as few hits as possible and trying to keep some protection up. Because if this guy takes a turn, he's going to hit everybody and everyone's going to lose protection. That's unfortunate. There's not much I can do about that, though. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. I didn't expect all that. Okay, so we're going to take out the officer first, just because he's the fastest. Gosh, okay, this is bad. He's got rid of his counterattacks, so that's good. Oh, God. Okay. We gotta be careful here. We don't want to deal with that. Probably should have. Don't want him to lose his damage over time. This is bad. I lost somebody. I didn't actually expect that. That was my fault. I should have brought a different team. Yeah, Kylo Ren's the threat there. Yeah, I should have bought Kenobi. Yeah. Whatever. I don't think he's going to be able to do the same. So yeah, there's a mistake. I definitely should have bought Kenobi. Kenobi would have not let anyone go under 100% protection. Or sorry, 100% health. He would have lost protection, and that would have been that. But especially with him having taunt all the time, because first order crits all the time, I didn't think about that either. Should have. But that's okay. This is his last good team. We'll throw Kenobi against him. Or we can throw Night Sisters. That's a bad idea. That's a terrible idea, right? I mean, he's got no speed. I gotta throw Kenobi, right? I gotta throw Kenobi. I just don't want to throw Kenobi because I mean, I don't really have any other Jedi to do damage. I mean, I got Anakin. Sure, Anakin. Why not? He's got more damage than Obi-Wan. He's got more damage than Hoda. I mean, he's got more damage than Hoda. Yeah. I mean, it's this or Night Sisters, right? So, I mean, there's no reason to use a real team against this. He's got no speed. He's, and I got speed. Let me tell you. This is in my, my Kenobi stacked out. 241 speed, 102 bonus. And that's without speed set. He's fine. And that game probably doesn't have that much speed. 23. Yeah, he's just... I don't use him anymore. He might be gear 12, but I don't... He's not even gear 12, he's gear 11. But I don't use him. Man. Does Old Ben do more damage? He might do more damage, you know. What's his physical damage? 2,500. If he does do more damage, then there's no reason to not take him. 2,500. Alright. Whatever. They're basically the same damage. Let's kill... Oh, this is American. What's counter? We got tanks. Boom. Tanks that counter all day, every day. We're killing her. She is gonna die first because she's the squishiest and does the most damage. We don't like that, of course. Can't be touched. Let's just keep the damage going. I don't need to put defense up. Though if I did, I probably could have what's it called? Save Kenobi? Eventually he's got to take damage, right? With this team. So he's got taunt, so we have to kill him, unfortunately. And at this point we might as... Really? Getting Finn taunt? Rude. I just want to kill Poe. I want to kill somebody. Just stop it. Let me do things. Probably better kill Poe. She's got foresight. I don't want to not hit her. This just doesn't feel fair. This is kind of unreasonable how little damage these guys take. They're both tanks. That's why this game is taking a long time to finish. But, you know, tanks do the job. Eventually. One day, they'll kill him. Good. Much better. So, last team is a joke. Had like a gear 6 character. Yeah, okay. How good is this K2SO? 13,000? He's a tank though. He does... For a tank he hits... Ooh. What? Why? What? What? Why? I just... What? Does he have, like... Hold on, I'm curious here. What is his rebel ships? Like, the only reason you ever have Biston up that high... Does he have... He doesn't even have Han's ship. He doesn't have Han's ship. I figured he got Biston up that high because he needs the rebel ship for Han's ship. Whatever. You know what? I'm not gonna question it. I don't even know what Biston does. Not gonna lie. What? What am I doing? Let's get back in here. What does Biston do? 10% potency. Lots of potency. Okay. So it's going to be learning debuffs. Does damage to target enemy and remove turn meter. Equal to... So remove all the turn meter, because he's going to have a lot of potency. He has 6 potency mods. He's got a lot of potency off of that. He's got level 1 mods now. Where's his potency? Potency. 67%. Plus his bonus potency for passive. It's 100%. Move 100% turn meter. Frenzy for 4 turns. Okay, so interesting. He's basically Bosk, except he removes turns. Cooldown of 7. Can't do it as often as Bosk for an attacker. That's interesting. Damage. Yeah, that's not good. Sure. You're going to remove turn meter once. Otherwise, you're just going to do a lot of dots. That's fine. Not worried about that at all. K2SO is a tank. He's going to like making me not attack anyone else, basically. It's fine. This, I think, we'll use Saj, Talia, Zombie. Maybe. That's overkill, isn't it? That's way overkill. That's like super overkill, but I think we actually did pretty decently on points. Could have done better. So I'm just gonna finish this off with a bang. Probably don't even need the if I drop one from this team, what would I drop? The zombie, I guess. No, I dropped Talia. Drop Talia. It's just a little bit scary because he can do stuff like daze. So dropping Talia can be. Talia does so much damage. What is that? Okay. Sure. Whatever. 53 banners, that's fine. Only one person took damage. Alright. There we got it. I just don't see any way he gets past this wall in particular. He's going to probably use this Nihilus here against my Revan. But if he does that, based on the teams that he left open for offense, right? I'm not even convinced Nihilus is going to get through Revan to begin with. He's probably just going to die, because Revan's going to always, invariably, target Nihilus first with direct focus. But let's assume Nihilus gets through it, right? At that point, he's got his Asajj he didn't use. He's got his Bounty Hunters he didn't use, right? That's pretty much it. So, his Asajj and Bounty Hunters is not going to get through. His Bounty Hunters can't beat my Bounty Hunters. Because he doesn't have a good leader. He has got Boba Fett, would be his leader, but his other Bounty Hunters aren't nearly as good. Mine are consistently good, and I got a boss bleed, which is better. So that's not happening. Will Asajj beat it? I don't think so. Because he used his zombie on defense. If he had a zombie available to him and had other options here, I could see him winning. But that's just not going to happen. So he can't get through Revan and my Bounty Hunters. So this should be locked up. I put some trash on here of the defense because I don't think he's getting past the Revan. And my Phoenix is decent, not amazing, but yeah. I really should have put the Ewoks up on top. Just because he might not be able to get past the Ewoks. I'll be streaming each Grand Arena if possible that I do in the future, and so you can get some strategy ideas from that. And really just trying to plan out which teams are good against what, and why you're going to use some things. How to use your dispels, what teams are going to be good against what. And it's really important just picking the right team.